Hi everyone, it's Lydia aka Taylor Ridge back at it again with another video. We're sketching, we're adding another pumpkin. I want to talk about moving forward. Let's say you're in a car, okay? And you have parked the car because you're afraid that if you start the car again and you start driving, you're going to somehow end up back where you came from. And you're probably like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you be scared to go backwards? And the answer is you shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be scared of going backwards, right? But sometimes in life, when we're making progress, when we're making changes in our life, our subconscious gets scared about moving backwards, making a mistake, going back to how you were before because now you know better. Now you are better. But you still have yet to build that trust and reassure yourself that you can do better. It's like when you're moving forward, your brain forgets which is drive, which is reverse, and which is park. Or when to drive and when to park. Sometimes you have to park so that you can recalibrate and reconfigure to figure out where you're going. But it's important not to then be afraid of moving forward once you know where you're going, once you get clear directions again. I don't think there is such thing as going backwards in life. I feel like when you learn your lesson, and you can move on, you can move forward. But that's a trick that our mind likes to play on us, thinking that we're going backwards. Another way to put it is when you're on a train and the train is moving forward, right? But you're faced back. So you're looking at what the train has passed instead of what the train is going towards. It's just like when you're moving forward in life. If you keep looking back at what you've already passed, you're going to think that you're regressing, even if you are moving forward. And the thing about it is when you're parked in that car, even when you're parked, you're still where you are. You're not moving backwards. You're parked. And all you have to do is put it in drive and go after you get directions. After you know where you're going. You have an idea of where you're going. And sometimes you know where you're going, but you got to figure out how to get there. Hence the directions. If you're using a map, I know, outdated, whatever, then you have to pause and be like, okay, what street am I taking now? What road am I going down now? Yeah, you can know the destination, but sometimes you have to figure out how to get there during the journey. So no, you're not going backwards. You're moving forwards, but sometimes you have to pause. Just like when you're on that train, you know you're moving forwards, but it can feel like you're moving backwards because of where your perspective is. Okay. Also, there are checkpoints, okay? And when you pause at a checkpoint, you know that, okay, my progress is saved here, right? And then you move forward. It's not like, oh my God, no, I'm only at the checkpoint, not the destination. What if I go back? What if I have to go back? You're not going back. Even at the checkpoint, you're still moving forward, right? The checkpoint is an indicator, even though it's kind of like a pause, that you are moving forward. So just trust that even when you're parked, your progress is still there. You still moved forward, but don't be so afraid to get up and go again. Don't be afraid to move forward out of fear that you're going to go backwards. It's like not trusting whether you know the difference between drive and reverse. Trust that you know the difference and put it in drive. Okay, this is a little eccentric pumpkin. It's little, but it's cute. Anywho, that's it for this video. Again, trust that you know the difference between drive and reverse, okay? And move forward. Don't be afraid to park and contemplate. And you also have to shift your perspective to know that you're moving forward. Again, with that train analogy, if you're facing backwards, it could be it's tricky because your brain wants to be like, oh, we're moving backwards because you keep seeing what you're passing. But again, know that you're passing that stuff, so you're still moving forward, okay? It's easier, yeah, to look forward and be like, okay, I'm moving forward because I'm moving. My perspective is in the same perspective as the direction of the train. But sometimes, yeah, your perspective is shifted, but the progress is still being made, okay? Okay, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below whatever you want to say down there. Subscribe for more. I love y'all and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.